Hello everyone, welcome back to Fashion with Sort Out YouTube channel. How are we all doing? So in today's tutorial we are going to be learning how to make a 4-piece skirt. Here is the material we are going to be using here. I have 3 yards of it here, and I'm going to be folding, of course, the actual amount of material you will need for your skirt depends on the body measurement. So I have my fabric folded here. On fold I have 20 inches, and why it's folded that way is because of the flare, the flare effect that is at the hem of the skirt. So the more you fold it, the wider you fold it, the more wavy the flare will be. Okay, so for me, in managing the clothes, in managing the fabric rather, and in achieving that effect, I folded it with 20 inches. Now let's start going. The first thing we are going to be doing is to mark out an horizontal line on the skirt. Now the line is 8 inches from the fold. We'll mark out 8 inches. I hope you can see what I'm doing. So after marking the 8 inches from the edge of the fold down to the other edge, I'll then take my ruler and then make that straight line. And afterwards we'll proceed to imputing our verticals. But before we start, I'm going to mark out 1 inch, which will serve as our starting line, and also our waistline. Because of the lining, I'm going to be lining the skirt. So after that has been done, I will mark out all other verticals, and the second one is the hip. Remember I said that 1 inch will serve as our waistline. So I'm going to mark 6 inches, which will serve as the upper part of the hip, and then 9 inches, which will serve as the lower part of the hip. Then our knee measurement for skirts, for knee measurement on the skirts, 18 to 19 inches is always a perfect mark. So I'm marking 18 inches for this project. After that has been done, the next thing we are going to be doing is to mark out the circumference on all the verticals. The waist we are working with is 32 inches divided by 4. That gives me 8. So I marked out 8, and then the remaining and I added 2.5 inches as my sewing allowance. Sorry guys, you can't say that. Then to the hip measurement, the hip circumference, the hip we are working with is 39 divided by 4. That gives me 9.75. I marked out the 9.75, and the remaining will serve as the sewing allowance. That's around 2.25 thereabouts. So I'm going to take my cuff ruler now and then connect the hip to the waist, as you can see. And after this has been done, right, we'll proceed to our nail length. And on the nail, what we have on the hip, we are going to be removing 2 inches out of it for it to be steeper. If you want that fishy effect on a 4-piece skirt, it's better you go in by removing 2 inches from what you have on the hip. So I'm going to be removing 2 inches and then from it, and then mark our nail circumference. Next, we are going to connect the nail to the hip in the manner you see me doing it. So afterwards, I'm going to take my ruler, and then from that nail, draw a straight line from that nail to join the edge of the skirt. Do you understand? The edge of the fold at this side. Do you see what I'm doing? So I'm just going to make a straight line all the way down, as you can see. And then we'll proceed to the other side, that 8 inches side. The excess of putting that 8 inches is because of this. So from the edge of the knee length also at this side, I'm just going to make it, I'm just going to draw it steep down to the edge of the 8 inches. Sorry guys. So I'm just going to mark it down the way like you see me doing it. I just want to be sure that I have it straight. And afterwards, this is the front part of our skirt, and it's actually ready. I'll pick my scissors and then cut it out. Okay guys, our front pieces are ready. As you can see, I'm just going to like um place it on the table for you to see how it is. This is also what I'm going to be using to cut the back. So now I have my back folded and then I've placed the front on it. What I'm going to do next is mark out an horizontal line at this edge where my hand is, all the way down to the nail vertical. I hope I didn't confuse you with that. So I have placed the skirt, the front pieces, and then at this edge, the edge of the fold, I'm marking down 1 inch 2 inch horizontal line all the way down to the nail part, the nail vertical. I hope you understand what I'm saying. So I'm going to stop the horizontal line at the nail length. Okay, so after that has been done, I want the skirt to have a butt, and that is why I'm going to mark out on the waist side. I'm going to mark out 1.2 inches as my zipper and allowance. And then I'll come down to the hip line and then extend all the verticals to that 2 inches. Do you understand? So I'll just extend all the verticals to the 2 inches horizontal line, but even on the nail length. You understand? So afterwards, I'm just going to take my ruler, my cuff ruler, and then connect the 1.2, the 1.2 inch zipper allowance I have at the waist. I'm going to connect it to the 2 inches on the hip line, and then we'll move down to the nail length and then mark out 1 inch, and I'll connect that 2 inches hip then to the 1 inch, and from that 1 inch at the nail length, I'm just going to use my free hand to connect it to the edge of the skirt, as you see me doing it. Can you see what I'm doing? So I'm just going to draw it down all the way, and then the next thing we are going to do is to cut it out. So we are not going to do anything to the other side of the skirt, since we have our verticals, our body circumference marked out already. All we have to do is just to cut it out. Guys, I hope you got value watching this video. If you do not hesitate to give this video a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and if you are yet to subscribe to this channel, it is wrong. Do well to subscribe to this channel. So this is our back, and you can see how it is. Very beautiful, right? So all I have to do is just go to the sewing machine and then join everything together, but I'm not going to be doing that in this video. So this is the back, and then the other one is the front. All we have to do is to join, and then like I said, I'm going to line it, and that is in fact, this is one of the simplest way of cutting a pieces skirt. Thank you everyone for staying true to the end of this video. So see you in my next tutorial. Thank you for always. Bye.